For cheap games and accessories, visit g2a.com in the description.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today I'm back with another video on Forza Horizon 4. So we got ourselves the Lamborghini Diablo GTR. It is a car finally added into this game very recently as well. So once you get yourself to 50% on a festival playlist for the season, you get yourself one of these cars. And yeah, in this video I wanted to go ahead and mess around with this thing, see what it's like, and also compare it. Compare it to something that's I guess slightly newer, and by slightly newer I mean it's well over 10 years newer than this car, which is pretty insane. Either way, this thing is an absolute monster. It handles very well, especially with the standard horsepower that it has now. I mean, this is pretty much a track car build that can also be driven on the road. I mean, we have a bunch of those cars nowadays, but this was back in 1999. I mean, this thing absolutely ripped. It is such an incredible car. It's really fast. It's really good. I mean, like I said, it's a car from 1999, which is a long time ago. 20 years ago to be more precise. It's a good car to drive. It's a really good car to drive. Now here's the thing, right? How will this car compare to something newer, to another Lamborghini though? So I thought we'd compare it to this, the Lamborghini Aventador. Now this isn't a special version of the Aventador, it is literally just a standard Aventador, and I wanted to go ahead and see what it'd be like to compare the GTR to a much newer car. This is a 2012 Aventador, so it's pretty much got nothing done to it right now. It is completely stock, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to keep it that way pretty much, because the Diablo is pretty much stock as well. But yeah, you guys may be wondering, like, why wouldn't I compare it to like a special version of this car, like the SV or the SVJ? Well, obviously the SVJ is pretty much the highest end Aventador that you could possibly get at the moment. I swear that Bora just changed colors. I'm pretty sure it just did. Anyway, the SVJ is probably like the best and most hardcore Aventador you can get at the moment. So that's not really in the game, so I can't really compare it to that. But the SV is like the next best thing. So I could have compared it to that, but I think the SV would absolutely demolish the GTR. So I thought instead of just doing that, we'll compare pretty much a track-focused Diablo GTR to a standard Aventador, and we'll see if the Aventador will beat it, and if not, we'll see how much faster or how much better the GTR would be. So first of all, let's take it to a straight line and see how fast both of these cars are. Instead of looking at a stat sheet and them telling me pretty much what the top speed is, let's find it out for myself. Let's see how good or bad this car is. It feels very quick. I mean, I say fairly quick. I am sick, okay? Again. My cold went away for like a week and then it came back again. So 200 miles per hour with this thing is, with ease, absolutely flying past it. No issues whatsoever. It is downhill here, but that's okay. We're going to be using the same environment, testing both of these tires out. 228, 229, 230, 230 miles per hour. It's a very fast car in a straight line. Very fast. Now, let's take out the GTR and see what that's like. Right, let's hit it. Let's see what it's like. It feels a bit... I don't know. It feels a tiny bit slower, I think. It definitely won't have the top speed because I don't think this is built to have a good top speed. This handles so much better, by the way, already. Like, just the way it takes these tiny little corners, I can just feel, like, just see it, pretty much how it handles. Here's the 100 miles per hour. Yeah, I knew top speed was this was not going to be the Aventador, but I still want to check it out. I still want to see what the top speed of this thing would be like. So far, 204, 203, so 204 miles per hour. It's just such a better handling car, though. It's much better. But again, I think the Aventador would be faster, not just top speed wise, but I think acceleration wise, I think it's a faster car. Okay. I think that's enough of that. Let's take it out on a little circuit and test out some lap times with it, and then we'll obviously do the exact same thing with the Aventador, and we'll see what that's going to be like. So yeah, Alright, so I came to the Lego expansion because in this expansion we actually have a little bit of a racetrack here that we can mess around on. So I thought that would be kind of interesting to mess with both of these cars and see what they're like, see what sort of times we can squeeze out. Now, quick thing, this is actually a rear-wheel drive car where the Aventador is all-wheel drive, and this is an S2 car, whereas the Aventador is just an S1. So we'll drive both of these on the track. Oh, there goes the rear end of this. Just because I went a bit too close to the inside. My elevation change just messed me up. Okay. Let's see. This definitely handles corners much better than the Aventador. Much, much better. It's just such a better car to drive. I can already tell. My lines are probably terrible as well, but it doesn't matter. I'm just here to test out slightly what both of these cars are like. Starting off the first lap of 1 minute dead. Yeah, I don't know how the Aventador is gonna mess around with this track, because I feel like all-wheel drive is good for pulling itself out of corners, but I can't really go very fast out of these corners because I just have to slam on the brakes again every single time. So I just went a bit too fast. It's just my own fault. But yeah, this I definitely think that this is a much better handling car than the Aventador. Even though this is rear-wheel drive, I just think that rear-wheel drive cars in this game just handle a lot better. I like, there's some all-wheel drive cars that are very, very good, but I feel like they're so much more predictable. Rear-wheel drive cars, I feel like I know how they're gonna have. This thing just whips in so hard. That front end has so much grip. It's a very good car. It's very, very good. Trying to cut a few corners here, but not too much. Just enough. Sure, went a little bit wider there, but that's all good. This was a much better lap, and that'll show it in the time itself with a 55 second lap. Not bad. Not bad. 55 dead. That was good. That was pretty decent. Let's take out the Aventador and let's mess around with it. Let's do a lap with it and then see if it's gonna be anywhere near the Diablo. I don't think it will be. I think the Diablo has this. I think the Diablo has this. But I think in a straight line, the Aventador, acceleration-wise, is faster because we obviously proved that top speed is higher on the Aventador. But yeah, I think acceleration-wise, I still think that the Aventador would be faster, even with it being a lot heavier. And it does have all-wheel drive though, so that I guess has a thing going for it. But it's only an S1, whereas the other car is an S2, so obviously it's got better parts. The other car definitely has better parts on it, but again, this is completely stock. Well, let's see. Let's see how good or bad the Aventador is compared to the GTR. Okay, all-wheel drive should help us out a lot here. Got a little bit of spin. Much faster start. I'm getting shoved into whatever that was about. Sick. Doing good, Aventador. Doing very good. Brake, 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 brake. It definitely feels like a heavier car. It definitely feels like a much heavier car. Watch me absolutely smoke the GTR with this car. The grip definitely isn't there. I don't know if it's all just because of tires or if it's just because of the suspension setup and all that, but the grip just isn't there compared to the Diablo. You can see this thing struggle for grip. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze out a 1 minute. Oh, 59 seconds, not bad. It's definitely a lot more aggressive. I don't know why I slowed down so much for this. I really don't. It's so much faster in a straight line. Slamming the brakes. I have ABS on because I don't really care. More of a casual thing instead of me going full try-hard mode, turning ABS off. Assists are off though. Traction control and stability control, all of that is turned off. Okay. I honestly don't feel safer driving this car. I feel like the Diablo is just a little bit more predictable. This feels like it'll do that at any point, pretty much. Because of its weight and because of its power, I feel like it'll do that. Okay, we got a 57-second lap. Let's try to beat that final lap here. Not mess around at the start here. Doing 160. I'm gonna start braking. So I'm actually scared. I might not brake in time, especially with this thing being so heavy. Driving line was a little bit compromised there, but it's all good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Let's power out. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Start braking again. Go a little wider. Go nice and tight. Okay. Again, brake here. There he goes again. Going way off this time. We're finishing off with a lap of 56 seconds. So it's just slightly slower. It's almost a second slower. Okay? Is it a second slower? I think I got like a 55.5 or something like that. Either way, it's about a second slower than the Diablo. Like I said, I feel like this is definitely faster in a straight line, but the Diablo just handles the corners so much better because it is, like I said, pretty much a track car that's also allowed to go on the road. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's something a little bit different, a way to test out the new car added into the game. I don't know if I said this at the start of the video, but to get it, all you have to do is get yourself to 50% on the spring season playlist. Very, very easy. Just complete your weeklies and a couple of other things, and that's it. You get it. Very, very simple. Well, that's it. Again, from me, thank you guys very much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm sorry if my sick voice is just weird to listen to, but yeah, I am sick again. Either way, again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon on the channel, and hopefully I get better and I sound a lot better for future videos. But for now, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.